What's going on? You're in the Beat Sessions. I am your host, Mitchell Weary. Let's talk about RuPaul and his new album, MAMARU. That was released on January 7th. This is his 14th studio album and follows 2020's You're a Winner, Baby. That January 7th release date also coincides with the premiere of the 14th season of RuPaul's drag show. So hell of a way for him to start the year. And I want to say I really enjoyed getting ready for this review. I was humored by how many people I know are familiar with RuPaul, but they're not familiar with his music career, which is pretty wild because it's rather prolific. 14 albums since 1993. And it's not like he's just putting out run-of-the-mill music. He's put out some chart-topping singles, music that's been played in dance floors around the world for decades. He's had a pretty big impact on music. And I'll also note, his first national appearance, 1989, when the B-52s made their video for Love Shack. And so I would argue that music very much at the foundation of RuPaul's career. And I love what he's been doing. Great club music, great electronic influence. This new record in particular, it's a banger. 10 songs, 30 minutes. It's pretty hot. It's got this nice, 90s house foundation, but lots of contemporary dance elements to it. Hip-hop, R&B elements, a little bit of funk, lots of pop. And then, of course, RuPaul and his signature attitude. Loving the thunder that he's bringing in a lot of the lyrics. Because what would it be without the attitude? It's what makes him RuPaul. I think it's why he's had the staying power that he has. I think it's why people respect him so much and why he's been so influential. It's really interesting, too, in light of the current landscape where everybody wants to just be labeled something. It's so crazy. I miss RuPaul and the strength of his message and how prominent it was 30 years ago when his career started. And, hopefully it catches on again. But what I loved about the guy is that he always scoffed at labels. He was all about subverting them, laughing at them, like they're foolish. Who needs them? RuPaul never needed a label. He, she, Regis, and Kathy Lee, just call me. Just call me is all RuPaul wants you to do. And so I love that about the guy. I love his self-confidence. I think that message really could be used by a lot of people these days. The orb of self-confidence. RuPaul's the type of person that would tell you to not just casually put that in the hands of other people because it doesn't belong there. Your self-confidence, it's all about you. You're the one that controls that. No outside person, no comment on the internet, nothing should or really can dictate that about you. So, I love RuPaul. I love that he's still making music. And this thing is a lot of fun. It starts off with just what they want, getting that 90s house element there. But I'm loving the vocal hip-hop feel. It's a great dynamic. Loving the energy that this thing opens up with. It's probably my favorite track on this record. Leads into Catwalk, which is a featured single. Just a slight pullback in the tempo here. I really like this song. It's mellow. Kind of reminds me of something that Beat Connection would do, honestly. It's got this bit of an ambient feel, but really a cool song. Leads into Smile, which is pretty heavy electronic. Got a bit of a trap influence on it. Your fourth song, Fascination, is fairly ambient. I really like the feel of it. And then had this dubstep element, which I found pretty nice, actually. I'm normally not into that, but this particular song, it works, and I dig it. Your fifth song, I'm loving Blame It on the Edit. Your boy Ru ain't playing. Like, he ain't playing around on this. This song is about all the whiny queens that complain about the way they're portrayed on his show. And so RuPaul is just laying out the thunder. And it's pretty entertaining just the way he's burning all these people. Your sixth song, Who Is She, is got this reggaeton influence. I like this song. Probably another one of the highlights on this record for me. Your seventh track, Pretty Gang Gang. It's got this heavy trap influence. And I feel like the back end of this record is definitely having more of that contemporary dance feel to it. Your eighth song, Mother of the House. Definitely a big dubstep feel on this track. Leads into your penultimate track. It's just a reprise of Catwalk. And then this thing finishes with Queendom. A hot 30 minutes. I really enjoyed this record. As much as I do like it, I'm probably going to vinyl pass on it. I'm going to vinyl please RuPaul any day of the week. I just don't think that this is her best effort. And I will say that I really dig the first track. I think this thing is going to grow on me a little bit. I know that I'm going to be throwing just what they want into mixes throughout the year because I think it's a great song and quite a banger. But overall, this thing it wasn't quite enough for me to pull the trigger on the vinyl. But I think you're going to enjoy listening to it overall. Again, I'm happy that RuPaul is still around making music. And I think his message needs to be heard more now than ever. I think people need to look at figures like RuPaul and learn to realize that self-confidence, it's all about what's in here. It's where it comes from. But in the meantime, please like this review, share this video, subscribe to the channel, do all the things to help me grow this project, and stay tuned throughout the week for more album reviews. We'll see you next time on the Beat Sessions.